Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
A down year for Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks, but they have Lenoris Sellers back, and they made some noise in the transfer portal. Fans are expecting a resurgent Gamecock squad stepping onto the field at Williams-Brice Stadium this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Vols will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Turning it on. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
So Tennessee's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Deshaun Bishop, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. And the Volunteers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago, but this...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Play fake, Sellers. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. They're all over him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out wide left, it's Staley. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Throwing, Sellers. Can hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Finds the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sellers from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Tuggle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got it behind the line. It's Bennett. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Sellers on the play action. Out wide right, it's Hunt. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. On the RPO, got him. They've got him corralled. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
and he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Second and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working the middle. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Tells the run, wants to pass. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. He wants to throw it again. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Matthews. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. They boot it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. On the move, it's McAllister. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Might as well run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Brought down at the 20, it's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's Sellers to throw. And he gets rid of it. After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. On the delay, it's McAllister. Got 9 yards on the play, leaves him with third and a yard. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Sellers. He'll throw it. The short hands, it's Black. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Sellers. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Sellers to the air again. Lets it fly. Gave him a chance, and he got it. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Keeps it moving. It's McAllister. Nowhere to go. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at second and 15. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and long coming up. Sellers from the gun on third down. Big and knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Turns it upfield. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Bishop. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Split backs here. They go play action with Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Sellers. Chunked it away just as he was hit. One final play before the end of the quarter. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Again, it's Sellers. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's McAllister. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pulls it on the option. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Down he goes. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
Well, what you know about Josh Heupel in this offense is they're explosive, and they always seem to have a dude outside at wide receiver. They normally have multiple guys like that. You obviously lose Chris Brazzell, a big-time playmaker for the Vols. They're going to have to replace that, David, but they've done such a good job recruiting and developing. There's no question in my mind they're going to find guys that can go on the outside and hurt you.
They find those guys with speed, right? And they create so much space in this offense. Now, make no mistake about it. This is a run-first offense, and I love the way they do it. But developing that chemistry out wide, finding their new guys. They found them a year ago quickly. They stepped up. They made plays. Who's going to be their playmakers this season?
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Fuller. Oh, what a cut! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He's past the sticks. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. On the run, it's Bishop. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
And I know when we talk Josh Heupel offenses at Tennessee, we always talk about tempo and going fast and deep shots down the field. But, David, one thing we also know is
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the 1st half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bolden. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sellers. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 2nd and long here. Sellers to the air again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The toss sweep to the right. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. And the ball's in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Staley. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Sellers. Right side, it's Tuggle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wants to throw, it's Sellers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Matthews. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right side, it's Davis. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He spins that thing down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
You want to talk about versatility at the linebacker spot, and this guy is it. He had 2 interceptions in his last game. That's his first pick in this one. He's good stopping the run. He can go sideline to sideline. He can blitz. He can spy. And, man, he is really good in coverage.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try the counter. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 17 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They give it back to him. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to get the corner. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Vols send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to get started. And they'll stop him right there on the return. They'll operate out of split backs. Handoff from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Sellers. Holds on, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Keeps it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. From the gun, it's Clark. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Here's Sellers to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his man. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Out wide right, it's Black. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. He'll do it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Plows his way ahead. And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback keep.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
Drives inside. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The run inside. It's Bishop. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
This is like having an extra running back in your back. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They march 78 yards down the field, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Play fake, Sellers. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hunt. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Sellers. In traffic, it's Tuggle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Just smothered on the play.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Sellers. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Draw play, it's Bishop. Fights off a defender. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Give to the running back. Nice move there. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Right side, it's Matthews. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Run in the red zone. It's Bishop. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quick give. It's Bishop. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. This crowd knows when to bring it. They give it to him again. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Out wide left, it's Brown. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Sellers. Out wide right, it's Bolden. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Left side, it's Black. Snags it, and there's running room. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fakes to grab it down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Makes the catch. It's Staley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Gonna take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside, it's McAllister. Breaks into the open. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's McAllister. There's a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Out wide left, it's Bennett. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Smith. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right back to it. This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. The Vols look to keep this drive humming. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Left side, it's Jackson. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, it's Bishop. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 2nd and long here. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He'll set up to throw. Rush right in his face. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out wide left, it's Harbor. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know